Hello students, welcome you all back to the problems of index numbers. Already we have discussed the theory of index number. First video I have prepared on explanation of the meaning of index number, importance and uses of index number, what are the practical problems encountered while constructing index numbers, what are the limitations of index number, what are the types of index numbers, and what are the methods of calculating index number. All these things I have explained you in detail in the video theory, video of theory. So please, if you have not watched that video of theory, you go back to the playlist, select that video of theory on introduction on index numbers, then you come back to the problem. Without understanding the theory, it will be difficult for you to understand. So in methods of calculating index numbers, broadly we divide into unweighted methods and weighted methods. Under unweighted methods, again we have two sub-classification, that is simple aggregative method and simple average of price relative method. So in the first video of problems, we have done the problems on these two methods, simple aggregative method and simple average of price relative method. On these two methods already we have done the problems in the first video. Now we are doing the problems in second method, that is weighted index numbers. Under weighted index number, again we have two sub-classification, weighted aggregative method and weighted average of price relative method. So right now we are doing weighted aggregative method. In weighted aggregative method, it is exactly same as simple aggregative method. The only difference is weights are included. The weights are the quantities. So we have two quantities, base year quantity and current year quantity. So we will be given the information regarding the base year and current year price quantity. The base year we have price and quantity. For current year also we have price and quantity. For base year we call it as PO and QO. Whereas for current year we call it as P1 and Q1. These are the notations we'll make use to represent the price and quantity, right? So now we'll start the next problem, 9th. But before starting the problem, I expect my viewers that everybody is having the problems, the hard copy problems of all the problems which I am explaining now. The problems are given in the link under my description. So go to the description under the link and take a printout and keep it ready before watching the video. Come on, now we'll start the 9th problem. See the 9th problem. Compute index number from the following data using last pair method, Pastures method and ideal formula. Ideal formula means Fisher's. Fisher's index number is called ideal index. So we are required to calculate last pair, Pastures and Fisher. So commodities are A, B, C, D. Base year, current year. In base year, quantities are given 12, 15, 24, 5. And base year price is given 10, 7, 5, 16. For current year, quantity is 15, 20, 25. And current year price is 12, 5, 9, 14. That's it. So the solution, see the solution. Calculation of last pair, Pastures and Fisher's ideal index. The first column we have taken the commodity ABCD. Now next column base year, current year. Under base year I have represented as PO, QO. PO is the price of base year, QO is the quantity of base year. Current year price P1, quantity Q1. So this data is given in the problem: base year price, base year quantity, current year price, current year quantity. Now we need 4 extra columns. The new columns which we are making are PO, QO. First we multiply this PO into QO. एक column हो गया. Then P1, Q1. ये second column हो गया. Then P1, QO. This is the third column. Then PO, Q1. Last column. So these are the columns we require. Now multiply PO into QO. 10 into 12, 120. 7 into 15, 105. Then 5 into 24, 120. 16 into 5, 80. Similarly P1, Q1, 12, 15, 180. Like this you multiply all, you will get the total. 425 is the total of PO, QO. 530 P1, Q1. 505 P1, QO. 470 PO, QO. Now first we apply the formula for last pair's price index. So last pair's price index will be represented as PO1L. L I am writing to represent that is the price index for last pair. PO1 stands for price index of current year compared to base year. Now is equal to, first of all you should write summation P1 by PO. Every problem we take the index of current year price. इंडेक्स ऑफ करंट ईयर प्राइस। तो करंट ईयर प्राइस P1, लास्ट ईयर बेस ईयर प्राइस PO। तो P1 PO मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे बेस ईयर क्वांटिटी। लास्ट ईयर हैज टेकन द वेट्स एज बेस ईयर क्वांटिटी। बेस ईयर की क्वांटिटी क्या है? QO। QO is the base year quantity. So we multiply QO in the numerator, QO in the denominator. So it will become P1QO, POQO. So P1QO is here 505. And POQO is 425. So 505 or 425 into 100, 118.82. This is the price index by last year's method. Now past just price index method, PO1P. Summation P1 by PO. Just like the previous last year method, numerator में P1 by PO हमेशा रहेगा। अब quantity जो लेंगे, pastures has taken the quantity of current year, last year has taken the quantity of base year। यहाँ QO लिए थे, यहाँ पर Q1 लेंगे। pastures has taken the quantity of current year, तो it will become P1Q1 divided by POQ1। What is P1Q1 here? 530। And POQ1 POQ1 470. POQ1 is 470. 530 by 470 into 100, 112.77 is the price index according to Pastures method. Now Fisher's ideal index. The Fisher's ideal index is the geometric mean of last year and Pastures. Last year और Pastures का जो इंडेक्स नंबर है वो दोनों का ज्योमेट्रिक मीन निकाल लिया तो फिशर आ जाएगा। तो ज्योमेट्रिक मीन कैसा मालूम करेंगे? We multiply last year and pastures formula and put it under root. Last year का फॉर्मूला और pastures के फॉर्मूले को अंडर रूट कर देंगे तो you will get Fisher's ideal। तो यहां पर देखिए last year फॉर्मूला P1QO divided by POQO। I have taken P1QO divided by POQO. This is last year formula। Multiply pastures फॉर्मूला P1Q1 divided by POQ1, P1Q1 divided by POQ1। तो ये last year है या pastures है, दोनों को मल्टीप्लाई करके अंडर रूट। Already we have the values of P1QO by POQO, 505 by 425, 505 by 425. P1Q1 का value 530 by 470, 530 by 470 under root into 100. Into 100 will be outside the root. Now divide 505 divided by 425 into 530 divided by 470. You will get 1.5775 after root. After root, I am getting 1.15755 into 100, 115.75. This is the Fisher's ideal index number. That's all. This is the end of 9th problem. Now see the 10th problem. Calculate Fisher's ideal index. Only Fisher's ideal index we have to calculate. The commodities are A, B, C, D, E. Base year 1982 and current year 1987. Base year price is given, quantity is given. So base year price PO, base year quantity QO, current year price P1, current year quantity Q1. So we are given all the values. Only Fisher's ideal index number we have to calculate. Now calculation of Fisher's ideal index, commodity ABCD, 1982 base year, 1987 current year, PO, QO, P1, Q1. All these data is given. Exactly similar to the previous problem, we have to open PO, QO, P1, Q1, P1, QO, PO, Q1. Just now I told you, first you multiply PO into QO, एक कॉलम हो गया, P1 into Q1 second column, then P1QO third column, POQ1 last column. Take the total. Fisher's ideal index, same formula last year और pastures दोनों को multiply करेंगे। Last year formula summation P1 by summation PO into QO into summation P1 by PO Q1. Now substitute the values. P1QO is 1084 divided by POQO 782, P1Q1 1329, POQ1 960 under root into 100. So now you divide 1084 divided by 782 into 1329 divided by 960. You will get this figure under root. After root you are getting 1.38528 into 100. 138.53 is the Fisher's ideal index. This is problem number 10. Now see the problem number 11. Construct Fisher's ideal index number from the following data. So we have to calculate Fisher again, just like the previous problem, but the data given is different. Items are A, B, C, D. So commodities items are given A, B, C, D, base year, current year. In base year we are given price and total expenditure. This is the new point. Previous problem, price and quantity were given, but in this problem, price and total expenditure is given. By using total expenditure, we have to find out the quantity. We need quantity, and quantity is not given in the problem. So how to find out the quantity? I have given a formula here. Quantity is equal to total expenditure divided by price. For every item, we find out the quantity by dividing total expenditure divided by price. You will get the quantity. Example for A, item A. What is the expenditure? 40. Base year के लिए देखिए. For base year, expenditure is 40 and the price is 2. So 40 divided by 2 is 20. So 20 is the quantity. 40 divided by 2 is equal to 20. This is the quantity. Here I have written. So I have prepared the table. Calculation of Fisher's ideal index number, item ABCD, base year, current year, PO, QO, P1, Q1. Right? Now these values are not directly given in the problem. Prices are given, but quantities are not given. So to find out the quantity, apply the formula total expenditure divided by price. Second, for item B, the expenditure is 16. The expenditure is 16 and the price is 4. So 16 by 4 is the 4. You have taken quantity 4 here. Right? Next, C. C के लिए expenditure is 10. Total expenditure 10, price 1. So 10 divided by 1 is 10. So 10 is the quantity. C के लिए. और D के लिए देखिए 25 is the expenditure, 5 rupees is the price. So 25 divided by 5, 5 is the quantity. तो quantity मालूम करने के लिए formula याद रखिए total expenditure divided by price. For every item, you will get the quantity. एक बार quantity आ गया for base year as well as current year. Now easily we can find out the remaining values. Remaining values are POQO, multiply POQO, next column P1 Q1, next column P1 QO, last column POQ1. Then multiply all. Then you will get 91 is the total of POQO, P1 Q1 199, P1 QO 202, POQ1 92. We got the totals. Now simply we substitute in the formula Fisher's ideal index number. So we multiply the last year and past years and put it under root. तो लास्ट ईयर का फॉर्मूला P1 by PO QO QO और पास्टर्स का फॉर्मूला P1 by Q1 P1 by PO Q1 Q1 under root. Take all the values from there, multiply, you will get 219.12. This is the Fisher's ideal index number. So we have completed problem number 11. Now we'll start the next problem, that is problem number 12. 11 problems so far we have completed. Now 12th problem, see the problem carefully. Calculate Fisher's ideal index number for the following data. Again we have to calculate Fisher. Then commodity A, B, C, D, E. The 5 commodities are given. You can see here commodities A, B, C, D, E. PO. PO stands for base year price. The base year, current year. The base year prices are given. 12, 10, 14, 16, 18. Base year prices are given. Total expenditure. So again we are not given the quantity. By using total expenditure, we have to find out the quantity. What is the formula? Quantity is equal to total expenditure divided by price. तो problem में total expenditure दे दिया. For A item, total expenditure 600 and the price is 12. So 600 divided by 12, we are going to get 50. So quantity we got 50. Similarly for B commodity, the total expenditure is 1000 and the price is 10. So 1000 divided by 10 is equal to 100. C item, 840 total expenditure divided by 14. So 840 divided by 14, 60. Like this, you have to convert the total expenditure into quantity. That is not given in the problem. So similarly, P1. P1 are the prices of current year. Current year prices P1 are given and total expenditure for current year is given. So again, total expenditure divided by P1 will get the quantity. So that is the only new point in this problem. We have to convert the total expenditure into quantity. Then remaining items are same. After getting PO, QO, P1, Q1, then we multiply PO into QO, one column, P1 into Q1, another column, then P1, QO, third column, POQ1 fourth column. Multiply this and you will get the total. So POQO total is 3640 3950 total we got. Now we have to find out the Fisher's formula. तो लास्पियर और पास्चेस दोनों को मल्टीप्लाई करके अंडर रूट कर देंगे. तो लास्पियर का फॉर्मूला समेशन P1 by PO into QO. उसी तरह पास्चेस का फॉर्मूला समेशन P1 by PO into Q1. दोनों को मल्टीप्लाई करके अंडर रूट ऑल दीज वैल्यूज यू कैन फाइंड हियर. Substitute the values, you will get the answer 100.82. This is the Fisher's ideal index. Problem number 12. Now, see the problem number 13. The following figures relate to the prices and quantities of certain commodities. Construct an index number from the following data for 1975, taking 1970 as the base year. So, base year 1970, current year 1975. Commodities are given A, B, C, D, E. Quantity consumed. Then price in 1970, price in 1975. What is the new point in this problem? We are not given separate quantities for base year and current year. Base year और current year का अलग अलग quantity नहीं दिया, एक ही quantity दिया. Only one quantity consumed is given, which is applicable to both base year as well as current year. Use Kelly's method. So first time we are going to apply Kelly's method. So far we have applied Laspier's method, Pasteur's method, Fisher's method and Marshall-Edgeworth's method. These four methods already we have done in the previous problem. Kelly's method first time we are applying. Kelly has suggested a formula to calculate price index where he has taken a fixed quantity. That quantity is neither base year quantity nor current year quantity. Some average quantity, standard quantity he has taken. तो केली ये कह रहा है कि क्वांटिटी लेते वक्त ना बेस ईयर का क्वांटिटी देखो ना करंट ईयर का क्वांटिटी देखो, एक स्टैंडर्ड क्वांटिटी ले लेके कैलकुलेट करेंगे. तो ओनली वन क्वांटिटी वी रिक्वायर एंड दैट क्वांटिटी विल बी मल्टीप्लाइड विद बेस ईयर प्राइस एंड मल्टीप्लाइड विद करंट ईयर प्राइस. नाउ सी हियर, calculation of price index by Kelly's method. First time we are applying. Commodities are given ABCD. Price in 1970 PO, price in 1975 P1. Then quantities Q is given in the problem. Now we need only two columns. One column is POQ, the other column is P1Q. यानी क्वांटिटी को मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे बेस ईयर प्राइस से और क्वांटिटी को मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे करंट ईयर प्राइस से. दैट्स इट. सो बेस ईयर प्राइस PO into Q. तो 32 into 50 you'll get this one. 30 into 35 you'll get this one. 16 into 55. ये एक कॉलम हो गया. Then P1Q, this P1, this is Q. 40 into 50, 2000. 42 into 35, like this. Now take the total. POQ is equal to 5855. P1Q is equal to 7760. Right? Now, Kelly's price index. PO1K, K stands for Kelly, is equal to summation P1Q divided by summation POQ. P1, PO, so always every problem we will have. Summation P1 by summation PO. Simply you have to multiply with Q. Numerator and denominator will multiply with Q. So P1Q, POQ. P1Q is 7760 divided by 5855 into 100. 132.54 is the price index by Kelly's method. This is the end of problem number 13. Now 14th problem. Now we have the problems on weighted average of price relative method. अभी तक जो problems करे थे यहाँ तक problems weighted aggregative method. Weighted aggregative method देखे थे. Now next problem onwards we have the problems on weighted price relative. Price relative means we have to find out the percentage of current year price on base year price. Price relative का मतलब होता है percentage of current year price over base year price. इसका formula P is equal to P1 by PO into 100 for every item. Capital P. Capital P is equal to P1 by PO. Small P1 by small PO into 100. ये price relative. So calculation of price index using weighted average of price relative method. Right? So what is information given in the problem? Calculate the index number for the year 1989 with 1980 as the base year. 1980 base year, 1989 current year. From the following data using weighted average of price relative method. Specifically in the problem itself it is mentioned the weighted average of price relative method. Now commodities are A, B, C, D, 4 commodities. Weights are given. weights are given 22, 48, 17, 13 weights. Then 1980 prices, 1989 prices. 1980 prices जो है वो base year के prices है, 1989 current year prices are given. So we have to find out the price relatives. The commodity ABCD, price of 1980 base year PO, price of 1989 P1 current year. Then weights are given in the problem W. Now first we calculate price relative. So price relative का formula capital P is equal to P1 by PO into 100. Here I have shown capital P is equal to P1 by PO into 100 for every item, for every commodity. So first commodity के लिए what is the P1 value? 6.20. 6.20 divided by 2.50 into 100. 6.2 divided by 2.5 into 100, you will get 248. 4.4 divided by 3.3 into 100, 133.33. 12.75 divided by 6.25 into 100, 204. 0.9 divided by 0.65 into 100, 138.46. These are the price relatives we have calculated. Capital P we have calculated. Now, last column PW. Multiply price relative with weight. Weight is denoted as W. तो मल्टीप्लाई कर लेंगे प्राइस रिलेटिव को वेट से, ये P है और ये W है, ये दोनों को मल्टीप्लाई 22 into 248 5456, 48 into 133.33 6400, 17 into 204 3468. Like that you multiply and add up. The total of summation PW was 17,124. 17,124 is the total of PW. And what is the total of weights? W 100. Now simply we have to substitute in the formula. Formula is very simple. The price index by weighted average of price relative by arithmetic mean. PO1 is equal to summation PW divided by summation W. PW 17,124 divided by 100, 171.24. This is the price index according to weighted average of price relative. Remember this wording, weighted average of price relative. प्राइस रिलेटिव जब भी आएगा याद रखिए ये फॉर्मूला, और वेटेड एवरेज का मतलब ये दोनों को मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे P और W, टोटल कर लेंगे डिवाइड बाय W. दैट्स इट. सो वी हैव कंप्लीटेड प्रॉब्लम नंबर 14.